I'm passing through Pueblo, Colorado, and it kind of looks like a dump, to be honest with you. I'm sure there's some cool stuff here, but from the interstate, it kind of looks like, well, it's a lot different from Denver. Let's just say that. Lots of shotgun houses, and seems like the drugs would be really bad here. I went to the Planet Fitness, and as I was walking across the floor, my feet were sticking to it from piss that they hadn't scrubbed up. So I'm definitely not going to use the Planet Fitness in here. And then the problem is there's not a Planet Fitness in Trinidad. But luckily there's a family gym that's not open 24/7, but it is open till 9. Um, I can get a membership there and shower for a week for $10, or I can get a hotel room. It's on the border with New Mexico, so I don't know. The weather's kind of bad though. Colorado City, and then Trinidad. Hola, ¿cómo está? One thing I've noticed about Pueblo is it's nowhere near as pretty as the rest of the state. And like I said, it's kind of like the butthole of Colorado. I got off and went into that Planet Fitness, and the whole town was run down. Lots of homeless people. And then the thing about Pueblo is it's kind of really far from like skiing and outdoor activities and stuff. Hi. Hello. Now, my second problem is Trinidad doesn't have a Planet Fitness. But it's not really that big of a problem because they have a gym there and they have showers, and they say for $10 a week. I called them and they're like, if you pay $10, you can shower for 7 days. So, okay, that's great. But now I got to find somewhere to be able to sleep at night and not get bothered. And I've never been to Trinidad, so I don't know what to expect when I get there as far as being able to make money doing Uber Eats. I Googled it, and it said there's restaurants there that do Uber Eats, but it's kind of a small town. But my problem in Denver was it was oversaturated with drivers. So maybe I could make decent money in a small town. I don't know. Hi. But if I don't like it, I'll just leave. So I'm either getting a hotel room tonight, or I'm gonna like it and do the gym membership. I'm gonna make my decision after dinner. I'm gonna try and work as soon as I get into Trinidad. I'm gonna turn my Uber on, and if I can make 60, $70, then I'm gonna go ahead and just do that gym membership thing. But if I only make like 20 or $30, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 60 on a hotel room, and tomorrow I'm gonna have a plan to drive to a major city. I don't know where yet, Could be Albuquerque, could be uh, Nashville, Tennessee, could be New York City. I don't know. John. Yep, my name is John. And I've been traveling for like 6 months. I left Mississippi 6 months ago with $7 to my name. And I made, since then, like, I've converted my CRV into a camper. So I work for 10 hours a day in all the cities I go to, like delivering food. So usually I make about 130 a day. I have no bills. My car is paid for, other than gas, and I put some aside for maintenance. Like I just had to put struts on it, or not struts, sway bar, and I'm about to have to put new tires on it. But like I've been probably making about $3 grand a month. So I've been able to kind of just travel the country, and that's what I'm doing. And right now I'm going to South Colorado, and I'm finding out that it's kind of ugly. I'm really ready to get off the road, but I'm trying to find somewhere where housing is cheap and I can make decent money. So if anybody out there can hire me, I will travel to whatever state you're in, and if you'll give me a good job, I'll get an apartment there out the rip. I'll ask you. Sweet. Okay. Korean. I'll ask you. I can't remember. Sangwon. I don't know. I probably just butchered that. Is it Alacio Sangwon? Huh. What's it mean though? But yeah, I just want a good job. I think the past 6 months has taught me you can do this, and I haven't missed a meal, and I haven't missed a shower, and I've been able to get, some new clothes and a couple things along the way. Not much more than that. That's what working Uber Eats full time and living in your car. You can travel anywhere you want to if you have a reliable, good car. And I got AAA roadside, full coverage insurance. If I break down, I'll get towed to a shop. It's no big deal. That's kind of one of the big hurdles a lot of people, I think, are afraid to get out and go because they don't want to break down. But you can do it. And the thing is, Uber, all the money that they pay me, I have records of. So I'm just trying to get into some place and get a decent job. It's the Breaking Bad Winnebago. Walter White back there broke down. Swear to God, it was the Breaking Bad Winnebago. This trip would have been a lot better with a pet monkey, honestly. If anybody has a pet monkey for sale, let me know. A small one though, kind of like one on like The Hangover. I will buy a litter. Wow, that kind of weather looks kind of bad, huh? I might go to Opelika, Florida, and get a job selling weaves. I'll become a weave master. Shit. It feels like I've had every kind of job there is. I could sew weave. I could straight up sell a weave to a black lady. It's just me. And I'm in Colorado, heading south towards South Colorado. Uh, it's kind of, I don't know. It's different. Every part of Colorado looks so different. And I have no clue where I'm going either. That's the thing. I'm going to be dead honest with y'all. I have no clue where I'm going. I've been traveling the country for like 6 months now. I've got some money saved up, so like I'm not screwed. I just don't know where I'm going. I'll stop when I find a job that pays me a livable wage. That's that's the best I can give you. Is whenever I land in a town and run up on a job that pays me enough to work, um, a 40-hour week and pay all my bills, then that's where I'm gonna stay. Which I don't know if that's gonna be anywhere in the country. I might go back to work for like a moving company. That seems to be the only jobs I can find that pay enough to, you know, to be able to live on. I didn't go to college, so unless I'm making 20 or 30 an hour, I'd rather just do Uber and travel and not have a destination. People are always like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Hell if I know." I'm going to South Colorado today. Y'all might tune in tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm heading to damn Miami. I don't, I don't really know. I may go down to Flagstaff, Arizona. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. I can turn on my Uber and work anywhere where there's restaurants. So, as far as losing money traveling, I'm not losing money. Now in Denver, I wasn't making money either. That's the problem. I wasn't going backwards and I wasn't going forward. I was just using my car every day to be able to eat. That's not cool. So before I start losing money, I'm just gonna up and move to a different part of the country and start working there. Like once you've delivered in all these like states and stuff and towns, I can deliver anywhere. I've delivered in snow, I've delivered up mountains, I've delivered in the projects, I've delivered New Orleans, Memphis, I mean Jackson. Man, I've been all over the place. Seattle was horrible. Seattle was the now a good job in Seattle. They just ran out of work, so I had to leave. But I got a job with a moving company for 25 an hour in Seattle, and the dude was cash apping me my money every day. It was straight, but he just ran out of moves. And the DoorDash and the Uber in Seattle sucks. They'll try and give you like $2 to drive 20 miles there. I'm not going. So I left and came back to Colorado. Well, I went to Montana, Billings, Montana, and Bozeman, Montana, and stayed up there for a while. Then I came back to Colorado. Now I'm going to South Colorado. I don't know where I'm going next. That mountain's badass up there, though. Let's see if I can get it. I kind of want to stay somewhere where weed is legal too. I got used to being in the States where it's legal, where you can just go into the store and buy it. So now when I'm reading articles from back home in Mississippi, talking about we busted a lady with 7 pounds of pot, I can't help but like not want to go back to a state like that. Like I probably got 7 pounds of weed and shake on my carpet right now. So I don't want to go back to a state like that. So I got to stay in states where my medicine is legal. Because I'm 6 months sober off hard drugs too. So I mean I smoke my little trees here and there. But I do that after work when I'm done driving, chilling somewhere. You know. But I want to be in a state where that's okay. They acted like they had made the bust of a century. They're like, we caught her with marijuana. She's going to prison. I'm like, man, but I will go back home. If I can find a place back home, I'll go back home too. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm ready to get off the road. Just finding where I want to live. I'm just ready to be settled down somewhere. But I'm liable to still be traveling in a month from now. That's a big mountain. Fucking around trying to show y'all something. We almost died. Trinidad's 59 miles, Albuquerque's 300 miles. I could go to Albuquerque and join a gang, a Mexican gang. Maybe the cartel will hire me. I've been trying to get a job with the cartel. For real. If y'all need a solid one, I got you. I even speak a little Spanish, like yo quiero papas fritas. I want French fries. my God. Why are we stopping in the middle of the interstate? I guess I'm having fun and I don't want to admit it, but I am ready to get a place. And I think after 6 months on the road, you start to become kind of crazy. Especially like if I had someone riding with me or something, this shit would be different. But you spend 6 months on the road by yourself, and the only people you interact with is in restaurants. Yeah. But I have got to see some beautiful places. Not a bad view. Hopefully there's restaurants in Trinidad. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of times when I travel, I just like look for cities and I'm like, that's where I'm going. And with Trinidad, they don't even have a Planet Fitness. I kind of really screwed myself on that one. I mean, they got a gym that has a shower that I can pay $10 for a week to use the shower, which is better than, a truck stop at $20 a shower. I'm probably gonna do that tonight. Well, I can do it $5 a day for a shower or $10 for a week. So like I said, I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna work dinner. If I can make some money during dinner and it's significant, like 60 to 100 bucks, then I'll go ahead and get the week and then just work here for a week and see what it's like. But if I make some crap money tonight, it's Thursday night, it should be decent. If I don't make any good money, then I'm gonna have to get a hotel room and then tomorrow get up and go. Like I said, I don't know. I could end up in Chicago. It's pretty cool. I wish I could just like move into the middle of that field. Like a shipping container home on wheels. That would actually be a great idea. I wonder how heavy it would be to put a shipping container on wheels and build a house in it. It almost looks like a tornado might come out of the sky. walked in Planet Fitness in Pueblo. Walking through the bathroom, my feet were sticking to the floor from freaking piss. Nastiest town I think I've ever seen. Well, New Orleans is grungy. Pueblo, Colorado, just totally missed that town. My car smells like piss now because piss was all over the bathroom, and of course I had a piss, and it's just some bullshit. Nasty Planet Fitness. Pueblo should be ashamed of themselves. And then they got all these little fat teenagers working at the counter. It's like, bitch, go clean the bathroom. It's got like a year's worth of piss caked up on it, and y'all want to sit around and give out Tootsie Rolls and gossip. I'd be a crucial CEO. I'd be firing people for that. You walk in there like, welcome to Planet Fitness. Most of the Planet Fitness bathrooms are clean, honestly. That's the first nasty Planet Fitness I've ever been to. But in all fairness, the whole town was nasty. But still, 5 people behind the counter, and you got a year worth of piss on the bathroom floor? Come on now. Grab a mop. Okay, now this is pretty awesome views out here. Even with the thunderstorm clouds. This is kind of why I want to come to Trinidad. Like, I know it's not that big of a town, but look at the views. I hope it's not nasty like Pueblo. But drugs seem to be a problem everywhere right now. Like, yeah, Colorado's beautiful, but man, it's got a homeless and a drug problem that's out of this world. At this point, I don't even smoke weed for me. I smoke weed because I'm around a bunch of crazy shit. I smoke it to keep from snapping out on them. And these things are so stupid. Trump is like ordered that they get rid of these, and I'm ready for them too. It's like ruining like nature and beauty. Imagine how pretty this would be without these big ugly windmills. Bufano. I wonder if there's a Walmart in Trinidad. I didn't even check about that. I think there is though. If there's a Walmart in Trinidad, I'm gonna grill a steak in their parking lot. Weather looks kind of bad, huh? It's okay. I'm a certified storm chaser. That's a lovely tornado. Got some serious crosswind coming through. It's blowing me all over the place. I maybe should have got off at that exit and got up under the bridge, but I'm gonna try and make it down a couple more. Maybe it'll lighten up. Hi. Hello. And then see over there, it's sunny. Over here it looks like we might die, and over there it looks like paradise. That's Colorado weather. It's a big tire in the road. Yeah. The fields have like a golden color to them. It's really pretty. A lot better than Pueblo. There's a little house on the prairie. Very rural. Kind of sounds like hail a little bit though. Hopefully it'll not do that. But that rain kind of sounds frozen. It says 36 miles till Trinidad. La Junta. La Junta. Well, as you can see, it's kind of dated, but very pretty, very cool. I don't necessarily judge a town by the buildings being dated. It's more or less the quality of people and the views. I mean, that's a pretty view. The town can be ugly if it has a view like that, but Pueblo has no excuse. I mean, it has nothing going for it as far as scenicness. So, it's definitely on the top do not go to list in Colorado. This actually is pretty though. The sky kind of looks ominous though. I'm sure there's a Walmart in Trinidad. That's probably where I'm going to end up sleeping tonight. And I'm probably going to pay the $5 to use that gym to take a shower. But I'm going to work dinner first. Yeah. I'm going to go to Walmart, check out the parking lot, turn on Uber, see what I think there's a base pay here. I think there's a $20 an hour base pay for driving, which is something that caught my eye about Trinidad. So I'm kind of wondering how I'll do here. I feel like we've been looking at them same two mountains forever. I could move to New Mexico and get a double wide on like 300 acres for like $7. Oh, that's hail. Kinda. It's just about to be hail. time I got a new windshield wiper. I've been giving that one hell. It's only like 6 months old and it's a Rain-X Latitude. Like I thought they were supposed to last like 10 years, but nah. So if you work in a state for a certain amount of time delivering food, then you have to pay a higher tax. So I'm really thinking about getting out of Colorado anyways, even if it's for a couple of days to work in another state. And then I don't know. Trinidad's going to have something really impressive for me to want to stay in Colorado, because I've seen the rest of it, and it's expensive. It's beautiful, but it's expensive. Trinidad's supposed to have a very low cost of living compared to the national average and the rest of the state. I just don't know how much opportunity there's going to be here for gig work, and like I say, if there's a good job here, I'll stay. But these ICE agents have got these immigrants so scared, they're going up on mountains and hiding. Like back there at Castle Rock, it was on one of my live streams. I was hiking up a mountain and I get to the top of the mountain and there's a whole family of immigrants just eating chicken wings. Like, but it is really weird to be walking up a mountain and run across people from Mexico that you know are not, supposed to be here, and they're hiding out on nature trails in Colorado. That's mind-blowing, but it's smart, because, who's going to go there looking for them? But it's something to be mindful of if you come to Colorado right now, during the time of this live feed, like, with all the ice and stuff busting all of them in Denver, they've all fled to the mountains, so it was just crazy to kind of run up on them in the middle of nowhere. But my thing is, like, why do you want to hide on a mountain? Like, are you going to live on the mountain forever and just send somebody down every day to get Popeyes? Like, hey, mama. Yep, I'm doing all right. I'm going to Trinidad, and I'm going to see what's going on in Trinidad. I'm basically probably eventually working my way back home. Yeah, it's beautiful. My bad, I don't even know what happened. My bad, I don't even know what happened to the live stream. Yeah. It lost connection. But it's pretty out here. The weather is being really weird today, too. So I don't know. So I was gonna go straight home, but I the person I said I was gonna stay with, they got kind of flaky, uh, and I ain't even said nothing to them. Like it was all supposed to be a go, and then it kind of just he ain't said nothing about it, and I done sent him some money too, and I left the ball in his court. I kind of like to sit back and watch people's actions. The older I get, like the younger me would like but I'm not even sweating the money. That's not the issue. The issue is like you know he said it was gonna be something that was gonna be possible and that it was gonna happen, and then he didn't call me, nothing. So I'm just kind of waiting to see how that plays out. But if not, it's all good. I still have enough money to get a place. I'm having a hard time not being there trying to get a place. I got my mom kind of looking around, you know, but I just, I don't know. So Trinidad up here, they have a housing thing. I don't know how long the wait is, but like it's income based. But I don't even know if I want to be in Trinidad. Honestly, I really want to. I miss my family, and I've seen the country. It's beautiful. I just at this point, like, I'm getting lonely. The road is lonely. If I would have had somebody with me traveling, it would have been a lot different. But I've had 6 months of solitude, so I'm kind of ready to settle down somewhere and get a job and meet people and all that. Because when I'm traveling, I'm just in and out of these restaurants. I don't get to meet anyone like for real, for real. But it is beautiful. That's cool up there. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in. But no, like, I'll eventually touch down somewhere. I almost want to put some tires on the car and go to New York. Just to say I went. Certain people were worried about like my proof of income, but every delivery I've ever made and every penny I've ever made, I have my statements throughout all these months. So when it comes to getting an apartment or something that asks for proof of income, I've got it. I really should probably get away from Colorado, honestly. I probably need to go to a state where, I don't know, maybe I'll get my CDL. I just feel like if I get a CDL, I'm gonna be trapped in a truck. They don't ever get to get off the interstate, like other than the truck stop. So like driving a truck cross country kind of is almost like you're in prison. I mean, you're in a box all day. You got a view out the windshield, but when do they ever get to spend that money or go do anything? Like even if you get a layover and you're not having to haul something, you're still in a big semi truck. You're so limited in the places you can go. I mean, but it's not driving your own vehicle, so if it breaks, it's on them. I don't know. I've been traveling for 6 months, and I'm 6 months. Well, probably I'm coming up on a year sober now. Honestly, like I had a slip 10 months ago, but like as far as this whole time on the road, other than the weed, I probably need to get away from the weed. The weed is what's keeping me from getting a really good job, and it's legal here. So, but they still drug test here for it. It's like you can go to the store here and buy weed, and you can't get a CDL, and they sell it in the store. You can drink alcohol, and they don't hold that over your head at all. So it's kind of one of them things I'm gonna be pissed off to have to quit. But at least I'm not in my active addiction. It's just weed. That poor windshield wiper. I refuse to replace it. I spent $30 on that windshield wiper. It was supposed to last a lifetime. Now look at it. There's a bunch of cows. But I'm heading south. Trinidad is South Colorado, so I'm 2 hours closer to the Gulf Coast. At this point, I'm just even looking for a roommate. I don't really want to pay a whole rent by myself. I mean, I would, but I don't want to. The rent prices are so high right now; they're through the roof. That's why I left Denver. What's up, Ghost? Um, about 10 miles outside of Trinidad, Colorado, which is South Colorado. I moved from Denver, and I'm going 2 hours south. And the thing about it is, I just wasn't making money in Denver. I wasn't losing money in Denver, and I wasn't making it either. I was working all day to feed myself, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put money to the side. So I got to switch it up. So I'm coming down here, and if I don't do good here, then no clue where I'm going. Honestly, I'm really trying to lock in somewhere like to go, but it's not working out. I had a friend I was going to stay with, and he kind of just, I don't know what he's got going on. He's got a lot of things going on right now, so I mean, I'm not mad at him. It's just kind of, I had something I thought was worked out, and it's not worked out anymore, as far as I know. Unless he just pops up like, oh yeah. But I'm gonna sit back and let him do that. beautiful here. I just hope they have a thriving restaurant scene. Back in Massachusetts. I bet you're glad to be home. I feel like I've been gone from home for 6 months. But the thing is, like, I got in a lot of trouble in that state. And, like, I didn't do good as a person in that state. So it feels like home, but honestly, out here, I kind of feel lost because home is not a good place for me, but it's home. And it's beautiful out here, but I can't quite afford it out here. So I'm really in between a rock and a hard spot. I was born in Taunton, and my dad was born in Fall River. Yep. I think we used to live by an Air Force base. Like, I remember the Blue Angels. I think the Blue Angels used to fly over our house, the jets. I went back up a couple times, because my dad moved us when I was 6 months old. So I was there for 6 months of my life, and then I went back to visit a few times. Like I said, I got a brother in New Hampshire that owns a convenience store, but I don't really talk to him. Well, there's no really in it, I don't talk to him. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with him in my life. Blackstone? Is it close to Boston? Away. So yeah, so it's probably the suburbs. Like, I'm sure a lot of people work in Boston probably live in Blackstone. I would like to travel up to the Northeast. Like I said, like, this truck is knocking over all these cones. It's hilarious. Most of them, at least. There goes another one. Dang. I mean, he's knocking every one of them over. And they just put all these cones out. Every cone, every other cone he's knocking over. Dang, they're kind of like all up in my lane too. What is really going on? Dude had one job to put out cones in the middle of the road. And this truck is taking them all out like dominoes. Okay, so I think I'm like 0.7 miles away from the city I'm going to, little town I'm going to. It's not gonna be a city. It's gonna be a little town, kind of by the mountains. Trinidad. It's right on the New Mexico border. So if it doesn't work out here, I could probably shoot down to Albuquerque. But I'm gonna give it a try here I'm gonna see what I can do. But I'm gonna come back on later and let y'all know how my little night went. And let me get off in here and get on my GPS and find a Walmart and all that. And we'll explore the town. If I stay here tonight and I decide I'm gonna work here tomorrow, I'll do a live stream and show y'all around the town and what it looks like and stuff. Let me find where I'm gonna sleep and all that, and I'll get back up with y'all in a little while. It's small for sure. It's real small. Y'all can ride with me to the town center, I guess. I don't have to get off here to look that up. That's already on my GPS. So let's take a little ride through it and see what it's got. Sometimes I do good in really small towns like this. As long as there's like a Applebee's, which I think there's several chain restaurants. If there's a yeah, there's a little downtown part that looks kind of big up here actually. Um, I mean, as long as there's Applebee's and stuff like that, I can do good. Maybe there won't be as many drivers on the road, and I can make more money because of it. That's the big problem in Denver is there's so many delivery drivers. You're competing with all of them. Maybe in a little town like this, and I know the cost of living is a lot lower here too. Like you can rent an apartment here for $700 for a one bedroom. But now look, I mean, all the stuff is older. Like this is all older houses and stuff, but still, okay. So if I can rent a house like that here for $700 a month, and I can make decent money delivering here, then it makes sense. But Denver didn't make sense unless you're like a doctor or something or a lawyer. You really can't afford Denver, honestly. You better have 3-4 grand a month set aside for rent, and who has that? All right, well, have a good day, Ghost, and everyone else have a good day too. These railroad tracks suck. Wow. Okay, I feel like it's the horse and buggy days as far as the roads. But look at that mountain. I want to climb that mountain. I might have to climb that mountain before I leave here. Most definitely. I even thought about renting a storage shed to live in. And that kind of looks like the perfect setup too. Nah, there's houses all around it. Like a storage shed out in the country. And just put a bed in there and run a generator. Rent is crazy. I'd rather live in my car and have money to do things. That's the only reason I'm living like this right now. I can't afford to have an apartment and to be able to go and do the things I want to do and have a little money. It's like I rent an apartment and they want all your money. And that's just crazy. This is downtown, I guess. Like this little area, maybe. I guess we're gonna make a right and be on their little main street. Oh yeah, that's a little downtown area. It's not a city by any means, but it's not too small either. It's like we got a Trail Inn motel. I could probably sleep there tonight and get a bed bug pet. No, it's not that bad looking though. For real, sorry to that hotel. That's not that bad looking. Okay, it's not bad. I mean, it's got an old-timey, old town feel to it, like a main street feel with mountains all around it. And that house right there is really cool. Bet that's haunted. Typical mountain downtown look with the western buildings and the writing on the side, which is very cool. Like old rock buildings. This might not be too bad. Parking don't seem too bad either. Let me find the Walmart and go to this little fitness place and go on and get my shower. And then I'm going to come back on later and let y'all know how dinner goes here.